right, everyone. Welcome back to the Rebel 93 podcast with your favorite co-host, Andy, a.k.a. Crew of Midnight. I'm here with my nearest and dearest. We got Arc Daddy. We got DJ IceBergSlim. And, of course, Camera World Tiago in the cut.
How's it going?
Everyone say yer.
Yer.
All right, thank you for that.
I feel like I was
thank
in
you.
class.
I like that. I like the Camera World Tiago shit, yo. That was smooth.
So, yeah, we're going to open up this second half with discussing the entire Megan Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez case.
That's still going on?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been 2 years and still going on. So
God,
yes, they about to take it to trial.
it started off with Megan coming out saying Tory shot me. Those words are very different than the second time she admitted and said, I've been shot. Tory Lanez shot me and I've been shot are two different things, right? Now, the world crucified Tory immediately, and me and my functioning brain asked, okay, but did this really happen? Because you have to understand who Tory Lanez was at the time, and was he really willing to risk losing all of that?
His career.
Now, here's what a lot of people don't know, right? And I'm going to break down some information. Tory gets canceled. He can't speak on anything.
But did Tory really get canceled, though?
Cancel culture is
No,
fake.
he uncanceled himself.
It's like
Cancel culture is fake as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
It's perception.
It's all, yeah. But to break it down, he is telling us through his music what happened without telling us what happened. Daystar, Playboy.
Daystar dropped. It was.
Yeah, but if you listen to Playboy, he tells it too.
I think
through
he
a lot of
mentions
it. Through a lot of it as well.
Only thing I needed was Daystar, and I'm like, all right, bet.
So, this is what happened when they finally got to court. Megan Thee Stallion comes out with her court hearing on Monday, and they represent their side. It looks great for her. It looks like she's going to win. Tuesday happened. Tory Lanez comes out with his side. Wednesday happened. Megan came out and said, yo, I got a Netflix deal. Thursday happened. Her record label that she was under, which was M300.
Hold on, wait. What happened when Tuesday when he went to court and his deal? What was like the reaction?
It looked great for him.
Okay.
Wednesday happened. She completely did not say anything. Thursday happened. 300 sold all their artists to Warner Brothers. So the same record label that was protecting you the last year and a half.
Whose record label, just for the record?
300.
300, which was they have a lot of R&B artists as well, but
they got Young Thug on there. Free YSL.
But Megan Thee Stallion is under them. Yeah,
cool. That's what
it's not her label, but she was signed to them.
Yeah, exactly.
They completely jumped ship as soon as Tory Lanez's hearing came out. His statement, like when all the paperwork dropped, Thursday happened. They completely sold all of it for, I think, 300 or 400 million. They sold the entire label to Warner Brothers. Now, if Megan Thee Stallion was if her side of the story was true, why are you jumping ship?
Bro, she's on Gayle King, bro. Like, it's just the court of public opinion. Even if she is lying.
Now, here's the thing. Fuck the police.
It's court of public opinion.
If what she said was true, wouldn't you think her team... Fucking hear the pod today. Wouldn't you think her team would have put out the video?
No.
No?
No.
You don't think her team would have put out the video of her getting shot if what she said was true?
A lot of legal issues with that.
Wait, she said she had a video of it?
A video appeared in court.
Nah, no, she's in a losing situation.
Wait, was
bro.
that the video where they were like stepping out the car and like
No, because ring the doorbell. Mm-hmm. Yes, someone got video of what happened outside.
Got the whole thing.
Someone got a video of what happened outside, bro. But no one has seen it.
Isn't it Kylie's crib? It's probably.
No. It was a mile away from. They left.
Oh, okay.
Now here's the thing. Explain to me if you would be in the mood to shoot someone, right? You go. And before this, and this isn't getting messy, this is things he said in a song and on Twitter. I am piping your best friend. She goes away. I start dating you. Y'all got beef. We go to Kylie Jenner's pool party, whatever time period later. I'm dating Meg. I'm also in quarantine radio. I'm about to get a
Nigga,
show.
that shit was big.
I'm making some of the hottest music out right now.
Yeah, he
I'm
broke
at a
records.
pool. I'm at a pool party with mad people.
Quarantine radio was big.
I'm on the pool side with Kylie Jenner sipping whatever I'm sipping on, and I'm feeling like the man because I am the man right now. She gets kicked out the party, not them. She got drunk. She started doing
Wilding
whatever.
out,
She
got
started
kicked
wilding
out.
out. She gets kicked out. You as her partner, yo, I gotta go. Like she wilding right now.
Respectfully.
I'm gonna go leave, right?
Respectfully, yeah. He didn't want to.
When you pipe the best friend, when you pipe Meg the Stallion, who's the hottest girl in the game
Fire.
right now, and you sitting poolside by Kylie Jenner, you telling me you're in the mood to shoot someone?
Fire. Double fire.
You in the mood to shoot someone, or you
Super
feeling like the man?
fire.
Nah, he gonna be feeling like the man.
Nah, you not shooting
Now
nobody, man.
there's four people in the car. The best friend, Tori Security, Tori, and Meg.
This nigga breaking down the whole case.
You tell me who did what.
You can. That's
You
the
tell me
thing.
who did what.
It honestly,
Now here's the thing. They sell the label, right? Court's still going. So she's under Warner Brothers. It's not really anything that the masses would consider a big deal, but to me it's a big deal because the people who were covering you and who were behind you wouldn't sell you off if what you were saying was the truth.
Yeah, because imagine how big
That's just me.
the next deal would look like after
You
she
feel
won
me?
that case.
Especially when she just especially when that same year she won how many Grammys she won that year?
a couple.
She won a couple Grammys.
She was on the cover of GQ
wildin'.
when she
they
got
had her
shot.
On, they had her
Like-
on stage with Beyonce at the Grammys.
She got
Yeah.
shot, bro.
so.
but
Anyways,
she ain't really get shot.
So here's the thing. 2-3 days ago, I forget. The doctor finally comes out and says, "I treated her for a glass wound."
Yes.
What?
Speak.
Yo, she
Preach.
stepped on glass. I treated her for a glass wound. The doctor finally came out and said something
For a glass wound?
because she stepped
Or
on
a
glass.
glass wound. So now peep this. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. I'm going to just leave it at that. But still,
No, you're
it's
gonna need to
like-
elaborate because that has nothing to do with anything we're speaking of.
It's like, I don't know. It's just narrative and public perception. Like, me and you could get into some shit, and I could be like, yo, this nigga he fucked me out of fucking 100 mil, blah, blah, blah. Whole time, I'm doing you greasy. Like, it's just how people see it and just the events that I don't know, man. It's shit that's been going on for years, bro. Years.
I feel like the only one with motive to shoot somebody would be like the best friend. Like that's the only person that will have a legit motive and like to do that. But if the doctor came out and legit said that
Yeah, I
he treated her for a glass
wound.
wound,
They were saying she was kicking the window trying to get out, and that's how she got her glass wounds. It's like, bro, what's going on?
That's already
Giving me
that's
Amber
already,
Heard's
that's already
vibes.
different. That's already different from her original story.
Exactly. So it's like,
So how are you sitting there and saying, but she got shot?
I just
You
think,
just said that.
I just think Meg Thee Stallion is a bad liar,
see, my problem is
and
with
her
this.
PR team can't save her.
My problem with this is how like the world like how they did Tory Lanez because like they heard the female side and they quickly jumped the
on her
ship
shit.
and they jumped on him and they try to cancel him and they did the same thing with Johnny Depp with this case.
Amber Heard, yeah.
Amber
That's how
Heard,
it is with
she
everything.
spoke out, said what she said, and everybody cut ties with Johnny Depp. Every movie he was gonna make this year,
Disney
done.
cut ties with Johnny Depp, bro.
Bro, everybody cut ties with him, and then to come out to find out that she's been
She was-
lying, bro. Every story that she said when she was like getting privately interviewed is completely different than what she's saying right now in court.
In court, yeah.
And like, bro, now people are starting to see like, oh, she's lying. Like nothing is adding up, and it's like.
Yeah.
Everybody, as soon as like, and again, I'm not saying this because I'm against females and nothing like that. I love all women.
No, we love women.
We respect y'all and all that
protect all
shit.
women,
and
all
I
that.
do not condone that domestic violence shit. Fuck that.
Either way.
But
Either way it going.
yeah, either way it's going. But when there's something going on like that, you always have to see the both sides instead of like jumping the gun and quickly like attacking the man.
You have to ask, bro. You have to use your brain. Like, okay, not even why, but like, no, like, what happened? Like, this doesn't make sense. Like, everything you're saying.
Honestly, it's not even that. Just know, in this world, there are malicious females. There are females like out here like that really be doing some wild shit, and it's like it's now coming to light. Like, oh shit, like
Yeah, but there's
what the
also
fuck, like,
but
think
there's,
about-
but there's
check this
also
out.
a lot of bad men. I don't want to just
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure,
yeah,
for sure.
of course.
But check this out. Look, that girl, Brittany, whatever, how she like got that NBA player with the baby, and now
yeah.
she's getting a check, right? Nope, nobody. The only people that were speaking up about it were men.
Exactly.
Everybody else was fine with it, right?
Yeah.
Now, let's say the tables were turned. Let's say a man did that to a woman, and now
And
he's
that
getting a
shit's
check from a
different.
woman. Everyone's gonna look at him like, "Oh, you're a piece of shit. You can't go work. You're trying to get a check from a female. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, go get your bread up. You a bum."
You wanna know what's crazy?
It has to go both ways.
You wanna know what's crazy?
The court systems are really fucked when you're a father and if it's like a parent's divorce.
Absolutely.
And, like as
As a man, you
as
never
a
want to hear
man,
that.
when you walk into those offices for anything, even if you're trying to work with your baby moms or whatever, and that whole situation, they treat you like you are dog shit.
Yeah. And I've seen that firsthand, bro.
Yeah,
like,
but
you've probably
I've
seen
seen
it
that shit
firsthand.
firsthand.
I have to
heard
speak
Peep the
stories,
W
it's
though.
crazy.
Peep the W.
I have to speak for women because as society, it's a man's world.
But then they,
and
but like,
It
when-
is,
and
but
women,
it's
and
like-
women and women have been
yeah.
outcasted, downput. Like a lot of women been
For
through
sure,
a lot.
for sure.
But
But
not
I
really,
think,
though,
I
like,
think it should
really.
still
Oh,
start
you're-
off
yeah,
with
you're
equality.
crazy.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't
every
think that.
time someone walks into those offices, it shouldn't come with the prejudice of, like, oh, yeah, that's another man. He's fucking up.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da. He probably cheated. No, it should be like, I don't have no idea who this human is. I'm going to treat him with kindness, love, and respect, and give him a fair whatever it might be. And whatever I have to do on my end as an employee is treat this man respectfully.
Yeah.
Same thing with the woman. Same thing if Amber Heard went into an office or whatever, just because of what she's done, she should still be treated with respect.
Because we choose humanity.
Because we choose humanity, right?
Court
that's-
of public opinion.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But like, the
like-
thing is, because people's minds are so stuck on one way of thinking of like, oh, it's the man's fault. He fucked up. Blah blah blah. We get treated like shit for it.
Yeah, nah,
And it's like that's
fuck that.
where we talk about equality, and that's where like men are trying to fight for equality in certain spaces
Yeah,
too.
because-
but women don't see it that way as much. And I don't want to say all women because that's fucked up of me as well.
No, yeah.
I want to say some women definitely do understand it as well.
Yeah.
I feel like I respect, like, look, like
This
I
is
said in
why-
the beginning.
This is
I
literally why I
respect-
wanted Veronica.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
love
like
Veronica
I,
to be here right
I
now, I really
respect
would.
like everybody, male, female, doesn't matter. I don't care about that shit. Like everyone should be treated with the utmost respect, right? And the same way that the court systems work, you're innocent till proven guilty, right? It doesn't like, and I'm not trying to say this because I'm against female, like I'm not. But in reality, when it comes to these cases, whether the woman did it or didn't, she's gonna be looked at innocent off the bat. The man is gonna be painted out as the villain,
facts.
and that's the problem. That's the problem that I have because it's like it's not. Am I saying that there's no bad men in the world? Absolutely not. Am I saying that there's no bad women in the world? Absolutely not. There's everybody. There's
evil
a bunch
everywhere.
of people that have very malicious brains, and the way they
Facts.
think is very, very malicious. But we have to like accept the fact that whether she looks innocent or not, she could be guilty as fuck. She could be in the wrong, and it is literally now we're seeing that now with this case with Johnny Depp and the case
Amber.
with Tory Lanez. We're seeing it how like yes, there are females out there just like there's men out there that are very malicious and will do whatever it takes in order to ruin the name of a man or a female. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and that's the problem that I have. The fact that like if I were to walk up into a custody battle to court right now, everyone's gonna
losing.
look at me like a piece of shit.
losing.
Everyone automatically is
jump.
gonna think that I'm a deadbeat father. I don't look for my kids. I don't care about my kids. I treat her like shit. That's the first thing they're gonna look at me as because I'm walking into court fighting for my kids.
And that's what this.
And just like I said,
yeah.
it's the court of public opinion. Whatever stories being put out, that's really getting pushed, and men don't really.
No, honestly, I
Men don't
think
push shit like
I think
that,
It's,
like-
I think they follow towards for whoever is more favorited. So at the time, like even with the Megan case,
You're talking
I don't
about,
think so.
you're talking
I
about,
don't
like,
think so.
Megan
I
was
don't think so.
Megan was favorited. Like she was hip hop's sweetheart.
I don't think
At
so.
the
Are
time-
you talking about like from a public opinion when you first hear about something? You
Like
always
a
go
public
towards the favorite
opinion,
Yes, and-
you're
and-
siding with the woman off jump.
I think, and that's
No,
but,
because Tori wasn't able to speak about it at all, bro.
When
Like,
you get to put your story out first, you're
put her
gonna
story-
have the favoritism of the public.
She
So,
put her
it's
story
like-
out first, and he literally was told by Rock Nation to not say anything, so he couldn't even defend it. Like maybe if things were different, maybe people would have listened to the, oh well, what's this? But he wasn't even able to defend himself.
He dropped,
I feel
he
like-
dropped a song around that time, and I was trying to share it with people who I know like mess with Tory, and they're like, "Yo, don't send me Tory Lanez song. He's canceled." And I was like, I literally
He's
texted
not.
him back. I was like, "Are you fucking crazy?"
That's true.
I was like, "You don't even know if any of this is true. Like, you're way
Right.
too
Look,
wrapped up in a person's
It's
life
the
right now." to
court
care.
of public opinion. Homegirl was on Gayle King crying, "Oh, Tory shot me." It's just to persuade the people, because even if the case finalizes and Tory is innocent, the people will still think like, "Oh,
Look,
well,
I feel like-
she got shot." Like,
I feel like Rock Nation played it very smart because think
am I right
about
or
it.
wrong?
Just think about this. If Megan already put her side out, right?
And they
And
knew it wasn't
everyone's
true.
is already trying to cancel
They played
Tory.
smart.
And Tory were to come out and say his side, they're gonna take it as he's lying. He's not telling the truth. He's just trying to play innocent. He's blaming the female.
but they even said
That's how
that.
they're
While,
gonna take
but
it.
they even said that while he kept it shut.
So my question is,
Yes, but it's better to like be
Honestly,
shut, go to
honestly,
court,
I
and
think
say the truth.
Even as like, what Tory did was technically, I'm gonna side with Tory and be like, he did the right move by not saying anything right away. And reason being,
I believe that as well.
and reason being is like his songs that came out after is like he was talking about how many people came out the woodworks, and it
To
honestly
bash him, yeah.
just bash him for like fucking clickbait, right? And it's like, all right, cool. These are who I don't fuck with anymore, and it made his day. It probably made his life so much easier. Mm-hmm. Like, now, you remember,
I saw
remember
that-
what you were talking about on Twitter? No, I don't mess with you guys. We
But
good.
I saw
You
the
know what I mean?
industry fuck with him again. Like even while they
yeah,
were
they
trying
did,
to bash him,
they took a step back, like, "Oh, yo, it's hot, it's hot."
No,
Nigga,
no.
When
That's
the
not-
Astro World shit happened, niggas took a step back from Travis Scott.
No, I understand that, but
It's
what,
like-
but what I'm saying is the whole thing happened, and a lot of the industry, like he said, took a step back. But then you
That's the
saw
industry.
people. But then you saw people slowly, bro. He's starting to get more features again. He's starting to pop up and do more because you see how the industry believed him before they
This nigga
started to
dropped-
believe him,
This nigga dropped the whole '80s album.
and it was blackballed.
It's the industry, bro.
It's so good.
The industry, the court of public opinion, they control the narrative, bro.
I need you to say something else other than that. Like,
This is
I thought you were gonna need a deep dive on it, or like.
not. But like, I keep saying that, but it's like, yo, that is real facts. Like, look at the YSL case. It's like they are literally trying to sway the public, like, oh, these dudes is getting, like, I mean, I don't know what they was doing. You feel me? Maybe they was, maybe they wasn't. But when you look at the evidence and the facts, it's like,
But that's my problem with hip hop. That's my problem with hip hop
it's
as well.
rap. And then people will defend it like, oh, they just singing rap lyrics. But it's like, if you singing rap lyrics and committing the crimes and rapping about them, then it's like, I don't know.
My
Son.
thing is that here's my problem with hip hop, and you brought up the whole Travis thing, right? If I feel like Travis wouldn't be in such a crazy position, or the worst position that he's in, or was in, or whatever you want to consider it, if hip hop backed him, like, yo, I've been on stage as well. I know what
Some
it's
people-
like. I
some
know
people
what
did.
you can
People
see,
died.
can't see.
Nobody's backing him.
I understand,
No, some
but
people
that's
did,
the
though.
problem. That's the problem. That's literally the problem.
Yeah.
So now you gotta think.
It's not about because
But-
RIP to the lives.
not the first artist that
so
did
now you
and
gotta
thoughts-
think.
and
What
thoughts
are the
and prayers-
record labels doing? What
and
are
thoughts and
what are
prayers to
these-
the families who lost their children. But nothing in life is gonna get fixed if there is no understanding. So it goes from everything we just talked about, from men versus women, from women versus women, from men versus men, from case versus case, from us against them. If there is no understanding because no one is speaking about it, like if no one is speaking about it and we can't have an understanding of what happened, then no one can really move on from it because we're just gonna be too busy bashing someone for a mistake.
And that's literally what happened with the Travis incident. What happened as soon as it happened, everyone was coming out saying like, "Oh, this was like a
Yeah.
devil
A ritual,
thing. Like this is
but-
like a
but if
ritual."
But if other hip hop artists came out and said, "Yo, I've been on stage before,
Some
at this
have, some
magnitude,
did, but
on
it
this
wasn't
magnitude,
enough.
yo, I can't see. Like I can't see, I can't hear, I can't pay attention to everything," and it sucks. It
And
really
guess what it is?
and it really sucks because there is this saying, and it's an old saying, but they might still follow this. But yo, like no matter what happens, the show goes on.
And guess what happens? The court of public opinion.
Yo, you about to get thrown out this room if you say that
I
one more
can't,
time.
but it's like, that's really how it be though. It's like, the public's perception of a person. That ass, like, you think I'm
You
fucking
see,
joking?
here's the thing, right?
You asked me a question. Oh, Kendrick, like, do you like Kendrick or do you like the music? The court of public opinion would say, we like Kendrick. He's the conscious rap dude. It's just that's
just branding.
That's just in the perception of people's minds. It's like, so now when you go to a criminal trial case like shit like that, the shit gets deep, bro. Like this, son, and I will stand on that. Being a one-time felon, I will dead stand on that, bro. Cause I know how this shit goes. But then it goes deeper because now you dive into the industry. Now people trying to look a certain way because court of public opinion,
and that's the other
bro.
thing is that, like, let's say an artist comes out and says, like, yo,
That ass.
you don't know what it's like to be on stage, and some artists did come out and did.
Yeah.
They're just gonna be like, oh, so you don't care about the lives, and then they're just gonna be blackballed in that type of way from the community. But then as well as there is videos from this concert showing, like, yo, people are asking for help. Like, at the same time, there are other things that could have been done from the show's perspective of, like, security input and all this other stuff.
The same security that was at Astro's
Astrofest.
I don't want to say it again.
Was the same security?
Chappelle's.
Was the same security that was hosting or in
Chappelle's.
charge of the Dave Chappelle's
And look what happened
live
to
show
him.
when he got attacked?
It's like,
So at that
So
point,
it's
like,
looking
now
bad.
we need to
Yo,
look
what Dave Chappelle did, and just to joke
Yo,
it up
they
a little bit,
violated that kid,
is what. All right, so I have a funny imagination, right? So you know how Will Smith goes up to Chris Rock and smacks him, right? Now, in my brain,
I
and
think
how
that was
like I
staged.
think, if Will Smith already committed the act of, like, on his way to smacking him, right? What would have happened if Chris Rock,
uppercutted him,
if he weaved it?
say you can.
Because at that point,
There's a lot of things that could have happened
Will
that
kind of
night.
has to chase him after that.
Like, he could have
You
been
think
like,
he'll chase him?
oh,
You think he'll chase him?
shit.
I think they could have. I think they really could have made a
honestly,
moment.
look,
like,
if you ask me, I feel like that shit was staged. Cause it's like, bro, I know when a nigga about to, like, I just made a joke about your wife and you on stage.
Yeah, but you gotta
walking up
think
to
about
me.
it. These
He
are,
said,
like, two comedians.
Oh, Richard. And it's like, nigga, he knew. He
well,
knew.
like, my thing is as
the-
well as, like, Chris Rock's, like, defense as well is, like, bro, we know we're being watched by the world right now. What are you doing?
Right.
And
now look at where Will's at.
I don't even
like,
want to
I'm not
say
saying he's
it.
canceled, but he has to dig himself out of a hole.
yeah,
Like, because
I don't like that no one cared for him.
But that's
Chris
the
Rock
whole
or-
thing we
Yeah.
talked about earlier.
Like, everyone
Or, like-
came to Will Smith's defense, and no one, like, Chris Rock was
Bro,
alone the
I
rest
could
of the
give a
night.
fuck about
Court
Will
of
Smith's
public
defense,
opinion, bro. That ass. Like, that's like a real thing. I keep saying it, but it's like a real
Oh,
life.
wait. Check this out. I don't know if y'all heard this shit.
That's a real
but
thing.
The alopecia shit with Jada Smith.
Yeah.
That was all self-diagnosed. She never went to a doctor to
Yeah,
actually get confirmed
nigga,
that she has
what?
alopecia.
She just went bald one day.
Yeah,
like,
she just shaved her shit and then said that she has
Yeah,
alopecia.
bro.
Like, there was no, like, doctor.
She has a mental health
And that
issue.
ties
Yeah,
into the mental
like-
health shit that he was. It's like, bro, son, it's like the world we live in is so fucking crazy. And it's like,
I thought the funniest shit was when he went on stage and was like, yeah, I'm just defending my family how King Richards would have, and King Richards came out on Twitter like 3 days later like, I wouldn't have done that shit. King Richards was like, yo, that I wouldn't have done that. Like, what you did and try to say I would do, yo, I'm letting y'all know I would not have done that.
bro, because I don't know.
And
man.
look at Denzel with the greatest quote of all time. Just, yo,
It's what people think.
when you hit your peak, that's when the devil tries to come and get you. I'm like, yo, if I had Denzel in my corner at that
Will
moment,
ain't
I'm
hit his
like,
peak
untouchable.
though.
I'm
Will
untouchable.
been hit his peak after like I Am Legend. He been hit his peak.
Nah, he's one, like, nah. Will.
He the
Will's
GOAT.
up there,
He the
yeah.
GOAT, but it's like-
I
Nah,
feel
it's
like,
like Denzel then Will.
for me, like,
Yeah,
this,
yeah. And then,
like,
this really,
you know,
like,
yeah.
changed my whole,
Black
like,
actors.
perspective
Nah,
on him.
Samuel L. Jackson's on top though.
Was
I'm
it
not gonna
Samuel
hold you.
Jackson or
And
was
that's
it
how I take.
Denzel Washington who paid for somebody to go through college?
Denzel Washington
Denzel.
paid for Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
Bro, and then he
That's
became the
spicy.
Black Panther and then passed away, bro.
And then Denzel
Wow.
Died.
Denzel also he trained Amari from Power. Ghost.
I don't watch
Yeah,
Power,
yeah,
so.
yeah.
He's an
Wow.
amazing actor.
Oh, yo, you're better.
Just say close on that.
But nah, bro. Like I be saying that shit. Like the shit I be saying be like real. Like,
Okay, can you at least deep dive on it?
Yeah,
what you're saying?
What? The court of public opinion?
Yes,
of what,
please.
Of
Fucking...
what people... it's just what people think about you in the situation and how you can persuade people to be like, oh, I want them on my side. Versus, like, you could be wrong. Like, I said, the Meg Thee Stallion case, she was on Gayle King talking, Tory shot me, da-da. But the evidence might come out that...
He's saying what we're saying in one phrase.
He didn't do it. And it's just like...
And you know what's crazy is that... And, like...
It's a whole nother court.
I see what he's saying as well, because no one's paying it as close of attention to this case right now.
Exactly.
Too. So, like, even if he comes out innocent and, like, people are like...
Nobody cares.
And everything...
Nah, his career is never the same.
His career is never the same because people didn't even go listen to what actually happened.
It's not even that. People don't even care. They're just like, Meg Thee Stallion got shot. I'm siding with Meg. That's it. He could be proven innocent, and there will be people still conspiracy theorist videos and all that shit. Like, oh man, Meg Thee Stallion, she ain't really get like, bro, son. It literally is the court of public opinion. Literally, like, we are the public. We judge what goes on, just like a jury would when they send somebody.
So
my
thing is, all right. So this is
very true.
I think no. You're saying as the public we control. I think the higher powers control everything.
They do, but as the public, we.
No, I think
no. The public.
I feel like we get swayed.
The public only has
to believe in what they want to believe.
Okay, but most of the public opinion is because of what the higher powers are pushing.
Exactly.
Yeah, so like we get swayed into believing those things.
I'm talking about him saying that we have control.
Oh no, we don't have control.
We kind of do, but we kind of like.
No, the thing is,
it's half and half.
At the end of the day, we have what we call is just power.
Look what they did with Trump's interview.
It's like at the end of the day, it's like if we all could, and this is why like the first tactic to ever take over a nation is to like what is it? Oh my gosh, what is it? To separate and then divide and conquer. Divide and conquer, right?
Divide and conquer. That is the main goal.
That is the main goal, right? At the end of the day, why do you think our nation's so split apart? Like,
think about it.
And like that's what it comes down to, because like if we were all able to sit down at a table like this, like any other table, your dinner table with your family.
But that's what I mean, having the understanding.
But no, and it's the understanding 100%, and it's also being able to sit down and actually have that conversation and not just get up and walk out because what your point that you're having on that conversation is being challenged or whatever it might be, and it has to change your way of thinking.
And that ties back into ego,
right? And ties right back into the ego from last episode, right? And it's like when we have that, when we can get to that point, then we'll start to realize like, oh wait, that person, the upper powers really don't have that much power over us.
They don't.
Bro, if we all wanted to like crash a stock, we could.
This is like a conspiracy podcast, I feel like right now. Like we really on
I understand
shit.
what you're saying.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if our podcast ever gets blackballed, by the way. And honestly, wouldn't mind because like that just means we're more real. For real.
Nah, it just means we are
hitting a nerve.
We're interrupting like
we're interrupting the schedule,
yeah.
bro. Like, yo, son, this shit is all schemed and planned out.
And that's my thing is that, like, if we can get to the point where we all sit down, understand other people might have other opinions, and the other thing is like also getting caught up in bullshit. Like my other thing is like, bro, we give so much attention to like the Meg Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez case, all these cases, Johnny Depp. But I think it's great because it brings up real life issues that we can talk about and grow about, right? But then it's like, how do we grow past this and get together and be like, okay, well, how do we want to get together as a nation and move forward? And then that's where like a lot of the divide comes in. We should be ran this way or we should be ran that way. And then it's just like, well, and then it just goes from there.
I know, but like, all right, just like.
Wait. Before you start. All right. I feel like personally, like, we will never move on from anything because there are so many problems and there's so many even new problems coming up that we literally have to sit down and like deal with. Like, wait, like there be so much shit happening that like we can't keep up.
The thing is that the problem is that everyone wants to change somebody else's mind.
That's true too.
And we had this first.
And you can't just share opinions.
That's literally like the thesis statement of our podcast. Like
I was trying to do that right now.
We always come back to that point. Yeah. It's so valid. Like you can't do that. You have to just change yourself.
See, my thing is like, okay, for all my Naruto heads out there, you know how Madara's statement was like the only way to have peace is through war because there'll always be two sides to something and like one has to stand.
Yeah,
and like
sure.
that's
and it's a villain quote, but it holds weight.
But
that's
holds
a lot of
weight.
fictional writing too. Like, believe that.
You're okay. Then why haven't Why
'Cause we
hasn't
haven't
society agreed on something?
We haven't been to
Because
war.
the court of public opinion does
Oh my
not
fucking
agree
goodness.
about that shit, bro. Like that.
That's
like,
literally the other side. That's what I'm saying.
I'm literally telling you that shit.
You're not saying shit. You just keep saying the court of public opinion. You're not like, bro, I'm literally.
It's real life. This shit real life. This shit real life. This shit real life, bro. This shit is real life, man. Like, you don't think it is? Come on now. You don't think people's minds can be easily swayed? And it's like, well, we're gonna go this way, and it's like when you actually break it down, it's like, bro.
So break it down.
Go
ahead. You're on a fucking podcast, so break it down.
I couldn't. It's just when I think about it, it's like, yo, to the food you eat, you be like, oh, I'm gonna eat this because I'm Puerto Rican. I'm gonna eat rice and beans. It's like, is that not something?
Nah,
bro.
not at all.
Is that not?
Not at all, bro. I
just cultural.
don't know what you're trying to say. Like, you really need to explain
But-
yourself. Explain it, bro. Like, at least try it, cause like you.
At least try. All right. The court of public opinion is what the people think. The people think of a situation.
Who's the people?
Us.
Okay.
We are the people.
Okay, and you see how I easily just disagreed with you.
Okay, but we are the court.
Okay.
Because we all have opinions.
Okay.
We are the court. So you
we're-
can feel one way about the Megan Thee Stallion case. He could feel one way, and I could feel one way. But
That's-
at the end of
that's
the
how-
day,
yeah.
there is multiple people that feel a certain way about, Meg Thee Stallion got shot. And there's a bunch of people that feel Meg Thee Stallion didn't get shot. And
So with two sides,
overweighs.
so with two sides create war, and one side has to win, which is what it will create the peace. Which is why I said what I said
The
5
moderate
minutes
quote.
ago.
Yeah.
It doesn't create peace.
I think at the end of the
More
day,
turmoil.
I think at the end of the day is like, even if maybe more turmoil. in the
More
future.
turmoil, yes, but
More
but
turmoil.
one side has
Nobody
to win.
wins.
But I think
Nobody wins.
Nobody.
I think
One
trying
side
get,
has to
oh
win.
My gosh.
Nobody wins.
Okay,
Go
first
ahead.
off, I think trying to get to like this is the right thing is pointless because as life moves forward, it's cycles.
It's gonna change.
It's cycles.
Yeah.
Like even if we agree on something, 100 years
It's
from now,
cycles.
how we're probably gonna get into another war about the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
And it's like just accept that. And once we've accepted that we can't change anything about that, bro, you just live your life in peace and you keep that shit pushing. You keep doing what you
History
do.
repeats itself.
But all right, so
Always
you
remember
say
that.
Only because we let it.
So you say
But
we
it's
just
gonna also-
we just let everything be, and we just live.
I don't
as-
think that we say we let everything be. Definitely, we can't just.
We have a
tolerate-
voice.
There's
we
just
can't
a lot of things that
tolerate.
are out of our control.
We are the
Yeah,
opinion.
There is.
But there's certain things that you can do within your own life to then stand on your moral beliefs, right? And then once you stand on your moral beliefs, like they try to come, like a lot of people are like, "Yo, they're gonna come take our guns." Well, all right, come to my door and see how that works. All right,
Exactly.
You have a choice.
you have a choice.
Exactly.
All right? The first guy who stands up and says, "Nah, you're not taking my guns."
Exactly.
Shit starts
we got
moving
rights.
different,
We got
right?
amendments. Like, you
Like-
ain't taking my.
Like that's what I'm saying is that you just have to live
This
to
guy.
your moral rights, and when the push comes to shove, you better be there.
And to
And
think
you
we
better,
didn't have
you better
anything
know,
to say.
like remember, you
better
I love
stand
this,
on that
I love this
shit.
quote that you said. You better know who you are before the world figures out you, or is that how the quote
Facts.
goes?
Yeah.
And it's like you better know yourself because when the time comes, it's gonna be push or shove.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you gonna push back or are you just gonna get shoved? And then that's when that like
and that
turmoil's
goes to
gonna go.
yours into your quote. You can't let them put you in a box.
Yeah.
Don't let them put you in a box,
Be,
man.
like,
they try to do
you
that
have
to you
just
your
stand
whole
on your
life.
rights or whatever
court
it
of
is. And
public
it's like,
opinion.
you might not
In
agree
the
with
court of
everybody.
public
That's
opinion.
fine. Just stand on your rights, and
Of
you have
course.
every right to stand on your rights.
Of
That's what it
course.
comes down to.
In
Supposedly.
the court of public
Supposedly.
opinion,
Supposedly.
don't let them put you in a
Nah,
box.
because you can't even have an opinion nowadays, though. They'll fucking kill you.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
kill
cancel
me.
culture out here,
Bro,
man.
I don't
got,
get how all
but
of us.
that's-
I don't want to say all of us, but our generation, the court of public opinion.
Don't get me started, bro. Don't get me started.
I'm trying
Don't
to
get me
end
started.
it. I'm trying to end you fucking saying that.
Don't get me started.
Questions.
But like,
Please, questions.
oh shit. Yeah,
Please.
we should get questions.
Yeah, please.
Anyways,
for this
last thing, but
for this
like,
fucking guy.
How
None of these questions have
how
to do
did
with
we get
court of
raised on
public opinion.
South Park and then end up like this?
How do we what?
Did you guys watch South Park growing up, or was that just
I
me?
didn't
Yeah,
watch South Park.
I watched
didn't
South
watch
Park.
South Park.
I actually watched the first South Park movie with my parents, and they were like, I thought this was like a children's movie, and they was fucking, yo, I
Oh my
swear to God, bro.
God.
Did they not see the trailer?
My mom put that shit on.
Was there
I'm
no
like,
trailer
oh,
back
we
then?
watching a movie tonight? Yo, and they was getting it in, cussing and all that. I'm like, wait, what?
That's
Really?
Keep going. I'm just trying
Nah, it probably died.
Yeah, it probably died.
But
I just don't want the blue screen.
So, we got two questions from the fan. We're gonna move it forward from this topic because I feel like just like I said cycles before, we're just gonna end up.
We're just gonna end up back here again.
We're gonna end up at court of public
so
opinion.
moving on.
Great
Next one.
podcasting though. You know,
Is it
I still
really?
love you.
Is it really?
That's how
Do we
you
have
see
a debate?
how that just happened.
That's
and
how it happened. That's your chicken.
That's how
Did
it
we-
needs to end. That's how it needs to
Did
end.
we have a debate? You want to go again? Shit.
No, we're not going again with the court of
That shit
appeal,
all
people.
day, boy.
You see, that's the problem. They just don't know when to end.
They just don't know what to be
This
like.
guy, you want to say they.
But anyways,
Fuck they.
all right. So here's one of the questions.
Yo,
we
you
got.
see, you try to get me canceled,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
you
yeah.
try to get me nah.
Nah, I'm not.
All right, first question. Would you date a girl who has an OnlyFans account?
No.
Yes.
It doesn't matter to me.
All right,
none of my-
wait.
it's none of my
Let's
business.
go down the line. You going
It's
first?
none of my business.
Yes, it
And
is.
why? And why?
All right, that's
Because no girl's gonna tell me like I think you should work here. Like I think this is how you should make your income.
Okay.
That's
if,
a good point.
Like
That's a
you
great
know,
point.
like if I don't, if you don't agree
That's
with
good.
me and my lifestyle, then it's like okay, then
And
why
that's
are we
where-
even together?
bro.
So you like strippers too much. I feel like that.
I don't-
That's what it is.
I
You
just-
got hit with the
I
oops.
Ooh,
I enjoy professional.
this
Dancers.
guy. This nigga trying to change the subject. That's like
Okay,
saying,
hold on. So you're fine. You're fine with your shorty, your main chick.
You're the one with the PS5. I don't have one.
Okay.
You ready for the joke?
Look, hold on. So you're okay with your shorty, your main female, the one that you say that is mine. All right. It's not no. Hold
Okay,
on. It's
go-
not.
no, go
it's
ahead, go
not.
ahead.
It's not no like stripper. Okay, stripper. I would be okay with because you know
Facts.
she's making bands in the
But-
night. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But of
Facts.
OnlyFans, you're telling me that you're gonna be okay. I wouldn't be okay with my girl, like. For $3 a month, you can see my
Respectfully.
pussy, my tits, and everything, and I'll even take this freaking lamp and do something with it.
She needs
for
This
to-
nigga
$3
say
a
he
month.
ain't even hitting it that much.
She needs
Nah,
she needs a
bro.
new manager.
To even
She needs a new manager
Come
if it's
on
$3
now.
I'm
a
about
month.
to tell her her worth because $3 ain't it.
But here's
Like,
the thing. The question is, are you okay with dating? Dating.
No.
Dating.
Nah,
you are
see
currently
now, see now.
you are
Fuck
dating them.
that.
You are dating them.
Nah,
now when it comes
because you're marginalizing it. It's either you're in a relationship with them or not. Because you're saying dating, like yeah, I could date anybody. I date a bunch of bitches.
Look, me.
But being in a relationship
bro.
is something completely
that's not
different.
the question.
But
You're
you're talking
dating.
about
You're in a
dating
relationship.
though.
You just said you could
you're
date a bunch of people.
dating
You just
a
said you could-
girl with the OnlyFans account. Can you be in a relationship?
Was
with
that the
one?
question?
no, it said date. It said date.
Date.
So
Dating.
But like, all right,
can you
let's
be in a
up the
relationship with
ante.
one
Would
then?
That's
you-
not the question.
But isn't dating a relationship?
No,
How the
it's
fuck
not.
not?
Hell no.
Dating's not
Hell
a relationship.
no. That's
So
like
if I'm dating you, we're not in a relationship.
no.
Keep-
I love that you picked me.
No. Hell no.
You're the obvious choice.
I'll tell you that firsthand. I've been
yeah.
on many dates. You got first date, second date, last date.
They're not yours.
They're not. They're not.
Okay, so if we're going off of
They're
like
not.
dates,
Well,
like,
I'm answering the question.
So like if like so we're talking about so like if I meet a girl and I'm just like, oh, you trying to go on a date and
If
she
we
tells
dating,
me,
yes, we be
Yeah,
on
we-
OnlyFans.
would I be okay with
we-
that?
we-
I
we-
feel like
we
in the
okay-
moment in the early stages of dating,
we occasionally
No,
hang out. We
yes,
occasionally hang
yes,
out.
okay, I would be okay with it. After it gets to something serious, I wouldn't be.
You got to my point.
So then that's
You
what-
literally got
that's
to my
what-
point.
you
That's
wouldn't
where
make
I
the
was.
relationship.
That's where I was leading to
Nigga,
before
that's what
I
I
was
was
fucking
saying
cut
this whole
off.
time. Like, is that your like? If it's your girl, then what? Like, oh, that's your girl and she on OnlyFans. Okay, cool. If you dating her, cool. Like nobody. Like honestly, me personally,
You care about what other people think?
No, I don't. But like,
But, like,
oh,
also-
I care what I think.
also,
my
okay, let's-
lifestyle and the people that I'm with, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
also let's go down this thought path. You're dating her now, right?
Yeah.
Now you guys are in a relationship. And
not
some
the
dude
question.
goes, well,
I
yeah,
see
I'm
your
gonna
girl on
date you.
OnlyFans.
Accept it.
Some dude goes, oh yeah, I bought her OnlyFans.
I seen your girl on OnlyFans.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No, no.
No.
It's
Cool.
better. Yo, it's better than
No.
I fucked your girl.
No, hold on. First off,
No,
it's way
it's
better than
not.
that.
That's
I
worse.
jerked off to your girl.
Bro,
That's worse.
What? Yo, he bought
That
your
is
car
worse,
for you, bro.
bro.
Fuck him. He bought your car for you. Like, what are you mad about?
That's
Yo,
a
thanks
fact,
for the
though.
M2, bro.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. Like, yo,
that's
he
like
didn't. He didn't fuck my girl, bro.
Where the morals at?
I don't. I have.
And it's also deeper than that, too. Like,
It's
just
deep.
because it's like sex and that shit isn't the whole relationship.
Okay.
There's so much more to
Okay.
that.
What is her OnlyFans even about?
It's actually about her fighting
Choke
midgets.
slamming midgets.
Yeah, that's what I'm
His
saying.
OnlyFans.
Like, what?
Choke slamming
What if she got a
midgets.
podcast on OnlyFans?
then that's
Okay,
cool.
no, okay, all right. Let's be realistic here. Let's
But
be
I'm gonna
realistic.
see the content shit. Yo,
OnlyFans
look, peep
with
this.
X-rated content.
Peep this, yo. If my girl had an OnlyFans, bro, I'm subscribing to even see what the fuck is going on. Like, what the fuck is you
What you
fucking?
mean you
Why you don't
follow
got you don't,
BTS,
you don't got her
bro?
laptop?
What if she's doing
bitches
something-
Be, look, yo, it gets deep,
I don't
yo.
even wanna
People
say
be
that shit.
fucking
It gets
posting
deep.
shit that you don't even know. Like, motherfuckers will post a video of you and you
got
like,
it?
wait, hold up, I'm in this shit. Like, I need 3%. I need 3%. If my
Three?
girl wants to, look.
Yo, y'all asking for 3% and $3,
look.
bro. Y'all need better managers. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah,
Y'all
yeah,
need to
for
talk
real.
to some lawyers.
I'm gonna end the whole conversation.
Don't
If
yah.
my- if my girl-
Don't yah.
If my
Damn.
girl got an OnlyFans, I want like 5%.
Yo.
And on top of that, I'm in the content too.
Bro,
And
what-
you're only asking for 5%?
You're
Yes.
wildin'. But you're
Yeah.
getting robbed.
Yeah, you need to
I want
talk.
my
You
girl
need,
to get
yeah,
bread, like what?
you need a better manager.
Man, I'm getting money.
You need a better manager.
I'm getting.
I don't think he has one.
I don't think.
I don't have one either. Hey, anybody? Look, any
Yeah.
managers for hire to help you boys?
Anyways, let's lead on to the
IceBergSlim?
next question.
Yeah. Thank you.
This one gets messy real
What's
quick.
the first thing you do when you realize something bad is about to happen?
Strap up.
Well,
Yo, my fucking.
go down the list.
Who going first? Who going first? Who going first?
You go first.
Go ahead, you.
Oh, what
No,
do I
'cause
do
he
when
is the bad
something
situation.
fucking when something bad's
honestly,
about to happen?
okay, I'll go first. Because I have a serious answer. So, I would say 2 years before Chris was born, I would choose the most violent option. But after my nephew came into this world and I had to sit there and really think, it was just different. It was just different. And like, you know, like your daughter's my niece as well. But I was
Yes, sir.
still like super young when it happened. So like it's different. But this was like
And you older now.
almost 3 years ago. Almost 3 years ago.
Grown man.
Almost 3 years ago.
Yeah, a lot of changes in that time.
I like when Chris happened, I was going through a lot, and I just knew that this child was gonna be like a super huge part of my life, and it's not even my kid. Like this is just my nephew, but
Yes, sir.
but like your life kind of like you just kind of look at things different. It's like, yo, I have to make sure I'm around to see this.
Yeah.
So nowadays, I will try my best to like assess a situation. Like we could talk before you feel like you have to defend yourself, or I feel like I have to defend myself.
Sure.
But I will try to talk before first. But before, I wouldn't. There would be no words. I can honestly say that there was no words before. Before I started to grow and see that, yo, things aren't even about
I
me.
think-
Sometimes it's about what happens next.
I think it's also depending the scenario. Like you're in the club, someone pulls out a gun. I've been in this situation. Is that your problem to handle? No.
no,
It's not.
run to the bathroom. That is a IceBergSlim move.
IceBergSlim move.
Run to the bathroom,
How to
baby
die
boy.
101.
Niggas
Yeah,
start
right.
fighting, run to the bathroom. Fuck it.
No,
I
and
done
then
done it
like,
before.
and then it's like the other part of that scenario is you're the one now in the situation where something bad's happening, and it's like, what is your actions? And I think it's like, if it's not my problem, I'm out. But if I have to handle
do
what
I
I have
always
to
say?
handle, I have to handle what I have to handle.
It's not your problem.
It's not my problem.
Like,
Not your
'cause I-
problem.
I've been in a situation, and literally it was me and my cousin, and it was about to be us versus 12 people, and it was like,
Oof.
all right, the bouncer knew us. The bouncer knew us, and
I
was
would've
like,
died on
literally
that
looked at
hill.
us and was like, oh fuck, because he knew who my cousin was, and he knew who I was, and he was like, yeah, they're gonna go. They don't care if it's 12 people. They're gonna go.
Yeah.
And it's like he ended up getting the whole team and breaking that apart. But I think it's always dependent. Like if it's not my problem, I don't need to handle it. If it's my
Right.
problem, I need to handle it. But it's also, how do you handle the situation? Do I
Yeah.
need to handle it with violence, or is it some mob shit, like where we sit down, have a discussion?
Always
do some
violent.
shit?
And like with what Andy said, like that's Chris is my son, you know what I'm saying? Like so like once I had Chris, it was like I've been in weird
Multiple altercations.
fucked up
Multiple situations.
situations and you know, and like ever since I've had my firstborn, you know, my angel, my life.
Shit changed
you
your
know,
life.
Like that shit, you know, I started looking at things different where like now that's why I'm very heavy on like, yo, like if there's too much movement around me that I'm, you know, that I don't know what's going on, like that's not where I'm gonna be at, you know what I'm saying? Because me, ever since I've had my kid, my mentality went to, is either me or you know what I'm saying? And best believe I'm gonna tuck my son into bed. I'm gonna kiss him on the forehead, say goodnight, and I'm gonna take my ass to sleep too, because there's nothing. Once I became a father, and it's crazy because like, bro, I would not hesitate to give my life for my kids, no hesitation, no doubts, nothing. Why? Because I'm their father, I'm their protector, and me being in situations where I know that I can be absent in my child's life is not something that's ever gonna happen for me. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because I'm gonna make sure that I get home, that I make it to my boys. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
And it's also rough when the other
Facts.
side looks at it like that too.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
rough.
absolutely.
For someone that
Absolutely.
doesn't have kids, bro.
So that's also like my next point was also like, so that situation with me and my cousin, we were at a bar, we were outside, we were smoking. He's in the military, same thought process.
Mm-hmm.
But like, this man is not afraid to die. Like I wanted to get out of the scenario because I was like, bro, it's 12 versus 2. I
He's
know
a military man, though.
I know what we can do, and I know we'd walk out, but we'd be scuffed, right? Like hardcore.
Yeah.
But it's also like, pick your battles. But my cousin at the
John
same time is
Rambo
like one
out
of the
here.
persons who's like, I don't need to back down. Like I don't like no one's gonna sit here and bitch me or nothing like that. Like
Yeah, nah.
like it had to take to the point where security jumped in, right? And it's like I believe that, and I truly believe that in what you're saying is that like at some point, people are ready to die for something. Mm-hmm. People are
Of
ready to
course.
die for
Everybody is.
something. Yeah, and
Everybody
it's like,
is.
especially when it comes to those scenarios.
I feel like with
I
me,
mean, at least most intellectual people, if you're mediocre, then yeah, you ain't about to die about nothing. But if you on this stature, you're gonna die.
that's what I'm
over
saying.
something.
When it comes to, I know what I can offer the world. When
Yeah.
it just comes to entertainment, art, whatever, like anything, like I know, like I've been
Like, your
saying,
your
my
purpose is
value,
greater. Yeah.
my value,
Yeah.
and I just can't put myself in scenarios where like I'm putting that at risk because I worked really hard to get here,
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
and
Exactly.
like if it makes me look like
Pusalaminous.
yeah, if it makes me
A
look like
bitch.
that, then I can live with that.
Yeah.
I can live with
And
that,
that's fine.
but there is a line. There
and
is
that's
a
a
line.
good point
but there is a
because
line.
like
Yeah.
also like having kids, like I don't like before there was a lot of things that triggered me, you know what I'm saying, like
very easily that I
like-
would have to hate, bud. Come on,
and it's like ever since I've had my kid, he's a witness where it's like nothing really like gets to me anymore, you know what I'm saying, because
Yeah, once you
say
have
whatever
kids,
you
bro,
want about me now, you know what I'm saying, call me whatever, I could give a shit, you know what I'm saying. My thing is my kids, you know what I'm saying, that's literally was always on my head 24/7. My kids, are they okay, are they good, are they fed, are they clothed?
Facts.
That's what I care about. I don't, bro. Like that's why I say like it's not that I don't care about myself. I do care about myself. I love myself.
your
you know
kids
what I'm
come
saying?
first, though.
But
Like,
once you have that experience where you have a child, you like, bro, like having a child is literally having a piece of your heart in human form.
so I have
And
a question for you.
and you're raising it, you're caring for it.
Buck market.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, bro, like like when I say like I will give my life for my kids in a heartbeat, bro, there is no hesitation,
a
there's no doubt in my
fact.
mind because bro, I'm stepping in front of a bullet, I am stepping in front of
Fact.
a train, I am throwing my head on a knife for my kids.
No matter what your
Bro,
kids
and
do.
that's why I would never put myself in a situation where I might not be able to go back home. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that I'm with. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was asking, like,
Have you
yo,
ever had
who's
that
there?
thought?
What's
Yeah.
going on? Like,
Have you ever had that thought too? So like the one time where I was in Easton and someone decided to start shooting, and I was like, damn, imagine if I like a bullet grazes.
mm-hmm.
A bullet grazes me, and I'm the
well,
one who
graze
dies.
you. You could be a fucking
You know what I mean? And like
the guy across the street
dude,
gets shot.
You know what's crazy is to me is my thought was like, that's the end of my story right there. That was one of my thoughts. Was like, imagine
it.
if that was me. That was the end of my story. That's the way I wanted to go out. And like same thing to Andy is like, bro, that's not what I want my life to turn out to be. Why am I even putting myself into these scenarios?
That-
I actually stopped going out to Easton as that much because of that scenario. Like no hate towards the city, no hate towards nothing like that. It was just kind of like, why am I going to put myself in that
Yeah.
predicament?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I still go out, but it's way more different now. So it's like
You
all right.
move different.
I moved different.
Yeah.
I moved way more different. Yeah, it's just
Absolutely.
all right.
Yeah, you have to. What was your question, to Angel?
I
told
low-key
you-
kind of forgot.
I told you to bookmark it.
I kind of forgot. We was off it, but
It was about kids. It was about kids.
It was, man. Yo, take care of your kids. Do what you gotta do for your kids, man. This man definitely number one dad. It's like
I appreciate that.
Man, people don't be taking care of their kids, man. I live in fucking Center City, Allentown, and I be seeing a lot of people not doing this shit they need to do. Like, a lot of shit that people are doing would be considered child abuse. And I'm like, damn, like, does my daughter got it that bad? Like, nah, she really don't. Like, nah, because I be seeing everybody else out here, like, damn.
You know what's crazy? When a lot of people found out that I was gonna be a father, a good 80% of people thought that, you know, my shorty was gonna be that girl walking around the city in the stroller
Taking care of you and
without
shit.
me next to her. You know what I'm saying? And nah,
You
bro.
know,
I would've been mad
that's
offended.
not
I
who
would've been mad
I am.
offended.
You know what I'm
People
saying?
thought about that.
Hell
That
nah.
same shit. People ain't think I was gonna be the dad.
And I
was
don't
gonna be-
respect that. I don't fuck with